Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. We are back with the 100-day project, and today we are on day 26, and it is skinny chewing gum booklets. So here's my prototype, and it's a little booklet that just opens like that, and then you have papers to write on again, or these again would be great for adding vintage papers and stuff, and to send along with your journal so that people can use it as collages in their journals. Anyway, we're going to make it a little writing book because, as you know, I like these booklets for quick trips. If we're going away for a weekend or so, just to write my journaling in, and I just pop this into my journal at the end of the weekend, and I don't have to take my entire big journal with me on my trip. Anyway, so let's get started. For those of you who are new, and I'll just explain again what I'm doing. I am doing the 100-day project, so it's a 100-day of small crafting projects, and I am following along with Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah for her 100 mask making sessions. She does them once a week. I'm doing them every day for 100 days because I'm trying to build up my stash of finished ephemera. So I had to print papers again just because I didn't have enough small skinny strips. The strips that I had were just too skinny, but again, perfect for a project. Let me see how I want to cut this. Perfect for using up all your scrap pieces. So I'm going to cut mine because I have printed mine. I'm going to do them all the same size just to make the mask making process easier. So my strips I'm going to make are going to be 2.5 inches. So let's do this one, and I probably won't do all of them, but there, I'll cut those 2.5. And this one is a little different, so I'm going to cut this one different because I want to get rid of this kind of blind empty spot here. And then I'm going to do this 2.5 again, and we'll get rid of that strip, and that will create more scraps again. Excuse me. I am still struggling now. I think I'm fighting a cold off. Can't win. Let's do this one too. It's a pretty design. 2.5. So I'm cutting. I find that if I just cut it in the length of my 11.5 page, it's too long. So I'm cutting a top strip of 2.5 off. Then I can get more out of my page, and then I go this way and do 2.5 again. So these are, I didn't do that one, 2.5. Let's just try again. Take that one out because it's a different size now. Okay, and let's do this one. And I printed mine on a lightweight cardstock, and I printed them double-sided, but you can definitely use thicker scrapbook papers. You can. This one was a misprint. I actually printed 2 printables on top of each other. I put it the wrong way, but it actually came in very nice. So 2.5. Oh, I forgot to cut the top. Oh, that's okay. So anyway, Okay, I think that should be enough. So let's just make one and then we'll mass make some. So you'll need a stapler, your cardstock, or a thicker, I would say copy paper is a little too thin for the outer piece, and then you will need some copy paper or coffee dyed papers. I have some olives dyed papers, avocado dyed papers, and coffee lace dyed papers that we'll use for the inside. And I said staple, and then obviously things that you need to decorate on your bone folder. So this you'll just kind of fold in, like I would say almost 2/3, and then you just have a flap, and the flap just overlaps barely there again. And then that's where your papers will go in. I have some papers here. I did 3 pages, and then excuse me, I'm not 100% yet, so I'm sorry if I need to clean my throat a couple of times or stop again to cough. And then you just add in, staple your papers together. And I'm just going to do what Tina did, just to make this fast, and glue it on with my glue gun, just because it dries fast. You can glue it with any kind of wet glue, of course, or double-sided tape even, I think, will hold these booklets. And then you just need to make a closure. I have bought these from Elopa. It's Vintage Labels blue number 3. She has different, I really just like the way these labels look, so I just got this. And then for the closure, she added some lace in the back, so let's do that too. I do like that look. Okay, and you need to glue your lace onto your label. And again, the label, I would say, needs to be on a cardstock, just because it's going to be a closure. It needs to be stiff enough to keep your top flap shut. Hold it this way. So I would say a cardstock, and it doesn't have to be the thickest cardstock, but just thicker than even a 32 pound, I would say, would be a good idea. And then once that is dry, I'm gonna follow Tina's trick. So what she does is she puts it on her piece that she wants to glue, and then lift the top flap up, and then you can see where you need to put the glue. Okay, and then you just flip it down, and I'm going to take that out so I'm not gluing that onto my page, and just in case some of the glue seeps through. And that's it. Then you decorate your booklet. So let's make another one. Let's make a taller one this time. So you're going to just fold it over. So it's almost like those matchbooks. I feel like it's just the other way around. And that is your booklet. And let's get some. And again, I'm going, so my paper's inside because I have a 2.5 inch. I've cut the papers 2 1/4 inch. And like I said, I'm making all the same size here just to make mass making faster. But you can definitely, if you have scraps, use whatever scraps you have and make them any size. They do not have to be this size. I'm just doing this because I want to keep it fast and simple. And then I tear the bottom part just to make it look a little bit more interesting. Staple. And we can easily add some liquid glue, but I'm going to use the glue gun just because it's fast and simple. And then for the closure, let's add some lace on there again, and I just have this little piece of scrap lace sitting here. It's not big enough. You can always add some fabric as well. Anything you have on hand. I have this little container sitting here with all kinds of things in it, and I'm just grabbing from that to find something that will work. And I'm going to glue my label or whatever you want for the closure onto lace, and you don't have to add the lace. I just think it looks pretty. It makes the label look a little bit more feminine. Okay, and just let that dry for a bit. You don't want everything to glue, and then you'll just add some glue on the back there. Close it, and I'm going to take my flap out until this is all dry, so I'm not gluing anything together. And that's it. So let's make do a couple of mass make things. And I'll make some tall ones and some not so tall ones. So we'll just do all the folding. We've already done the cutting. So yes, how have you guys been? We have been doing well. It's again, we have had a wonderful couple of how do I want to fold this so it's not upside down? Oh, I don't think I can get away with that. A wonderful, those really nice, crisp, clean kind of spring days. Oh my, it's just been so. Yes, my husband has been working away in the garden. I tried, but I don't think I should do that yet, so I am in the house trying to do a couple of things in the house that's not, not too exhausting or not too much physical work at the moment. Yeah, and then crafting, which is nice. I kind of feel guilty because my poor husband's out there doing all the hard work, and I would have liked to be out there in the garden too. Not the prettiest part, but I'll have to wait I would say another week or so, because I'm still coughing, and now I got this cold as well on top of everything. It just never stops. Okay. And these I would probably just, well, we'll look at a journal in a minute and decide how we can add them to a journal. Maybe at the end we'll do that. Okay, so there I've done all my folding. Maybe I won't finish all of them. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excuse me. Then I can finish the rest off camera so you're not sitting here for too long. Let's quickly look how we would add this to a journal. Let me just grab my journal here. So this one is, just get it open. I think this one should be fine now. Yes. So I would personally just paper clip these in or just pop them in a pocket. But you can always glue them like twice on two sides here, and then you'll have a tuck spot here, or even a top tuck spot, or just to the side and have a tuck spot if you just glue that side, because they will stay like this, they won't lose their shape. So again, you can use this in different ways. I usually just tuck them in a pocket, maybe because, like I say, if I use these booklets, I usually take them with me on a quick trip and just do my writing inside. Let's get on to mask making, and I'm going to cut some papers for inside, and let's see, we can do 2, 3 with blue, so I can do double with these. And I am going to cut them at 2 1/4 because my outside was 2 1/2. 2 1/4. Okay, and let's do some avocado dyed papers. And I'm just cutting a couple because I have some that I'll finish when I'm not recording. Okay. I have to press a little harder because I'm doing 3 pages here. Excuse me. Okay. 2 1/4. Okay, and let's do, and of course you can mix the papers, you can tear them, there's nothing that says you have to make them all the same. I'm just, like I say, just trying to do it as fast as possible. I think I cut this one on 2 1/2 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Cutting is done. So let's make him 1, 2, 3 a booklet. And I'll just tear the bottom. You can get one of these. 1, 2, 3. Let's give him one of these as well. Okay. You can get this one as well. blue ones. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, so we had a lovely weekend just because the sun was shining all weekend. It was great. It's just amazing the difference the sun makes. But now it's almost Monday again. We're getting there. Weekend is almost done. My daughter was home, so that was nice. My youngest daughter. She is about 45 minutes away, so she can come home more regularly, which is nice. It's nice to have her home on a weekend. Oh, I did that. Oh, I just have to cough quick. Yes, I'm sorry. I know the videos has been on and off lately, but I do not want to sit here and cough and you guys have to listen to it, and I'm pretty sure you do not want to listen to it, so it is just one of those things. Oh, this staple didn't make it all the way onto the paper. And yes, so we went for a walk yesterday. I didn't walk too far. My husband continued to walk the dogs a little farther than I went. But as I say, it's just nice that the sun is out and things are moving towards spring. I don't have any bulbs showing yet, so I'm waiting for that. I did inspect my garden, but there was nothing yet, no tulips trying to peek out or anything. But it's only been 2 or 3 days of warmer weather where we actually had, like, plus 10, plus 14, so we're getting there. So that's it. So now I'm thinking let's glue the labels, and you can use other things too. Let's see, I don't want to put a butterfly on the butterfly page, so maybe we'll put this label on there, and let's add some ribbon. I have this pink ribbon here. Would it be big enough? Okay, we'll use that. So that would be for that one. This one, I have some of these, again, dollar store butterflies, and they're on cardstock, so they should work, and they're small enough. Let's just find one that will work on there. And shall we see if we can find, thinking this is the only lace that's a little bit bigger. That one, this one. Shall we try a butterfly again for this one? Don't ask me why I bought so many of these, but I think I bought 2 or 3 packs of these butterflies when I saw them in the dollar store, and I haven't really used them because they have this white edge that I don't like, and I'm not crazy about the gold either, so yeah, let's just do this. I'll have to cut out a couple of labels. We can add the butterflies as part of the decor maybe. And again, it's mass making, so I'm not trying to decorate too crazy. We will cut this one out in a circle. It's not a perfect circle, but it's all okay. It will be behind the lace. That looks cute. This one is this one too big? Maybe. Yep, it's too big. Maybe if I cut the edges off, I can make it fit. Just on the side here, cutting the edges off so they fall, but no, it's still too big. They fall into my container here. This one might work. Yes. Let's see if a different lace will work on this one. Okay, last one. I do not like that one on there. Let's do this oval one. Okay, and of course you can always, and maybe we'll do it with one, tie some. Do we want lace behind this one? Maybe just lace on the bottom. Okay, so let's glue the laces down so they can dry before we glue them onto the page. Okay. I do like the idea of cutting a kind of like a banner on the side, but let's just clean it up a little bit. Okay, butterfly on lace. That one. Sorry, I want to cough again. I'm trying to not cough so I don't have to put the video off again, but that means I can't speak. Okay, so now we're going to glue the closures on. We'll start from this one where we started first, so that because by now that glue will be dry. Glue the closure on, and I'm going to get the flap out of there just so I don't glue everything together. Whoopsie. Just have to see where I need to put the glue, because I don't want the whole thing glued down. That won't work. Okay. And maybe it might be faster as well if you kind of want to do this. The fast way is to use some of the heat gun again. I'm just not crazy about using the heat gun because it does add a little bit of bulk even if you press it down a lot. And this might be a little too big for this, but we'll just go with it. Yeah, that's why I don't like to use the heat gun, but it definitely is fast and easy, and for certain things obviously you do need a heat gun. And the way I've cut my paper, I don't have, some of them aren't that tall and skinny. They're skinny but not that tall, so you can definitely make different sizes. And like I say, the idea is actually, I think, is to use your scrap papers. I just didn't have them in the right size. Isn't that how it always works? So we have one, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, just kind of fold them flat, 5 and 6 that we finished. I'll finish those other ones off camera. And so let's decorate one a little bit more. Let's use this one. I'm thinking if I have a butterfly, maybe something on there. A butterfly or a word would be nice, but I don't have any words cut out at the moment. Maybe that butterfly. And what else do we have here? A blue mushroom. I don't think so. And maybe this one we'll just, instead of really decorating it, we'll just, let me see, I have a piece of me and the sorry silk fighting again, but this one is not big enough. I'm thinking you can either tie it this way. Oh, this blue sorry silk drives me nuts. It's just so, it just seems like the strings does not want to disappear. Usually after you've used it for a while, most of this just stop fraying, but this one just seems like it wants to keep fraying. Okay, and maybe should we add some of this behind our butterfly? It's too much. Maybe a little bit less. Since we have the threads here, why not? Let's use it. And I'm going to put a lot of fabric tack on here to glue down that, some of that, and maybe I'll just cut that off so there's just some of it sitting there. I'll just add a dab of glue on there to keep that down. Okay, so I was thinking you can glue this down with string or sorry silk as well. Let's just make a little bow like that and just put it to the side. There, that's cute. Let's do another one just to decorate a little bit more. Just one more. Why not? So for this one, excuse me, maybe we can add some washi. And I'm just looking to see what else I have that would work on here. This might be too big. And I don't want a butterfly again. There's butterflies sitting here, but let's do something different. Let's bring in some pink maybe. And these are all bigger fussy cut pieces. What's over here? Nothing. Oh, I have this sitting here. I also have something sitting in here. Oh, that's too gold and shiny. Don't like it. There's a bow that came from something. Nothing in here that I want to use, so maybe we'll just use this. Okay, don't want that. Just use this maybe. Yes, I do like that. So let's just cut this down to here. Okay, so see, it's not like you need to add a lot of decorations to these, because if you already have beautiful printed paper, why cover it? And of course I'm thinking now, I am all about the, I don't know, the decorated paper clips. This would actually be a cute decorated paper clip too. Just have to get that to stick down and dry. Okay, so and even like just like this, and this one too, I don't think you need anything more. So it is another easy, fast project. Thank you to Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Oh, I was going to maybe add some washi tape on here. Shall we see if I can, how that looks, just quickly. Maybe I'll tear it in half. I lost my washi tape. Okay, let's just add it in there, just because, I don't know why. Anyway, another easy, fast, fun project thanks to Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. And you can use your scraps. It is, I'll link her videos again, day 26 and day 126, because she's doing reruns. And I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. I like to hear what you guys are thinking of these booklets. We've been making quite a bit of them. I don't think she has a lot more booklets coming up. There's other projects coming that's a little different, so that's great. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.